Welcome to your weekly cosmic weather report. My name is Adeana. I'm an intuitive astrologer, and in this video, we will be going over all of the astrological energy and astrology for January 12th to the 18th, 2026. Now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you align with my energy and enjoy my content. Now, I'd like to start off by going over some of the energy we were moving through last week. We had the dynamic stellium in Capricorn. We had the Venus Mars conjunction, the Venus cazimi. And then as we approach the weekend, we had on the 9th, the Mars cazimi. We also had the Venus opposition to Jupiter, and then the Mars opposition to Jupiter on the 10th. So that's a lot of energy. Like right now, there's tons of activations taking place in the Capricorn area of your birth chart and our lives. Like Capricorn rules government, systems, structures, foundations, authority. So as we can see, like there's so much going on in that part of the world. And if you know your birth chart, and just so everybody knows, I do practice tropical Western astrology, whole sign houses. And so I just find that over the years, that's what worked best for me, more in alignment, not that one's greater than the other. But if you look in your birth chart, the house that you have Capricorn is being lit up and going through major transformation. And then by the end of this week, we have our new moon in Capricorn. And this is a time to set brand new intentions and seeds that can grow over the next 6 months, but also with the Venus Mars conjunction, the Venus cazimi and the Mars cazimi. This is essentially a year-long story and a 2-year-long story. So even if you think back 2 years from now, when we had the last Venus Mars conjunction, and the last time, because it takes Mars about 2 years to transit the zodiac. If you think of what changes have taken place, now is a time to seed brand new intentions for really the next 2 years. Now, if we're working with the new moon, that is when we want to use that 6-month timeline. Which I will talk a lot more about because I will be posting a new moon forecast as well. Now, I also just want to mention too, for those of you that know me, I did have an old YouTube channel. I went through a lot in 2025. I was hacked and my entire business was really just taken down. All my social media, everything was taken from me. And I had to just start brand new and now I'm working my way back up. So just bear with me if I'm a little off. I've had to take, some time to heal from everything I've been through. So just bear with me. I'm just kind of getting in the groove again. But make sure you subscribe. And also, if you want to know more about that situation, watch the video, the very first video that I post on this channel, because that's going to explain what happened and how this is my new YouTube channel. And I will be posting regularly going forward. So now that rant is done, let's get into the energy for the week. So, I did just want to touch on all of that energy last week in Capricorn was opposing Jupiter retrograde in Cancer. And this can really bring a lot of internal growth and wisdom. Cancer is a very emotional energy, intuitive energy. Cancer also rules family, home. So there may be a lot in those areas of life that you're working through, but with Jupiter retrograde, that energy becomes more internalized. So where you may not be seeing the changes necessarily outwardly, like witnessing them or becoming aware of things actually changing in your reality outside of yourself, pay attention to what's going on inside. What wisdom are you gaining? What emotional strengths are you building and working with, and what is showing up for you? That's what you really want to pay attention to at this time. Now, Wednesday, the 14th, we have Mercury opposing Jupiter. And so Mercury is going to be the last of the planets in Capricorn, forming an opposition to Jupiter retrograde. And Mercury rules our minds, the way we think, our communication. And so this is a time where we want to remember that oppositions are where there's balance required. So when it has to do with our internal world and especially our internal emotional world, or if something is coming up around home and family, there can be a little like it's almost like butting heads, but it's where Mercury and Capricorn can think very logically. So, with the awareness, this is where we really do have the ability to put logical thinking and merge it into it's where intuition and logic mesh together, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to find the right words for it, but that's really what this energy is. It's where we can really think logically with our mind, realistically, practically, but in an intuitive manner and create something really beautiful. And we really want to be taking advantage of all of this Capricorn energy, January, February, because we do have a lot of dynamic energy in 2026, which I will be posting a 2026 forecast very, very soon, getting into all of that energy. But we want to take advantage of Mars in Capricorn, Mars ruling our ambition, our motivation, our drive, our will. This is a great time to be setting goals. This is a great time to transform. It's like I'm even feeling intuitively like transforming your inner emotional world so that you can attract all of the groundbreaking, far-reaching changes you've been working for that haven't shown up previously, if that makes sense. And I hope it makes sense. But that's what I'm feeling. And so we don't want to let this energy pass. We want to utilize this energy the best that we can. And start focusing on your goals. Right now, we have this supportive energy to get things in motion. So now on Thursday, the 15th, we're going to have Venus forming a sextile to Saturn and a trine to Uranus retrograde. So Venus being in Capricorn, Uranus retrograde being at the 27 degrees of Taurus. And then we have Saturn at those last degrees of Pisces. Again, I'll be talking about this in the 2026 forecast, but by the end of the month, we have Neptune entering Aries. Then we're going to have Saturn entering Aries. There is so many dynamic changes taking place this year that if you felt like 2025 was a difficult year for you, it's really the universe taking away everything that was not in alignment and getting rid of it. Even things, situations, relationships, jobs, friendships, like money situations, really literally everything in your life that was no longer no longer in alignment or serving you anymore. Just ripping it away, even if it meant you had to start from the ground up. And I'm speaking from experience. It's exactly what I went through in 2025. But now I can create from a better place. So I hope that makes sense. But that's really what we are all moving through in our own way. It will show up differently for all of us. However, the same in a sense of recreating, some part of our lives, really. So when we have the Venus trine to Uranus, this is bringing in some really beautiful support. Now, we want to remember that Uranus is changes. It can be very sudden, very chaotic, very disruptive, but this is a trine. So I feel like this is something that is kind of coming in unexpectedly, that's going to support you on your new path that you're working towards. Again, Uranus too is retrograde. So where, yes, it could show up as something in the outside world, showing up, it could be even some insight that you're receiving or something going on internally that you have to follow, that you have to move towards. And it could be some sudden insight or, something along those lines, but that shows up supporting you on this new path. I hope that makes sense. And then a Saturn being at 27 degrees of Pisces with that sextile to Venus. Again, this is more support now with sextiles. This is more of an opportunity. Sextiles, we have to take action. Trines kind of are easy flowing and they just show up for us. Very beautiful. Where sextiles, yes, it's positive, but we have to take action. So this is where there can be some really solid opportunity, because Saturn being in Pisces, now where Pisces rules areas of spirituality. And again, you want to think back the last couple of years, how this Saturn and Pisces energy has shown up for you. And that can give you an idea of what this could be. But there could be some sudden opportunity, insight, or clarity around what it is you're moving towards, or whatever is being activated at this time, whatever is showing up for you at this time. Saturn is bringing in some type of support that can be very foundational, very long lasting. But again, it could have more to do with emotions, spirituality, and the Pisces area of your chart, and whatever those themes, topics, and energy is for you on a personal level. So you want to know, where these activations are taking place in your birth chart. Now, on Friday the 16th, we're going to have the moon enter Capricorn, and this is late Friday all the way through Saturday and then Sunday. Now, Sunday is when we have all of the activations taking place in Capricorn. So basically, the moon is going to enter Capricorn and activate everything that was activated last week with the conjunctions, with the Venus Cazimi, the Venus Mars conjunction, and everything that kind of took place. The moon is going to come in and either bring more insight or clarity or energy around whatever you were moving through last week. So definitely pay attention, because there could be more showing up around something that you were moving through last week. Now, on Sunday, we have our new moon in Capricorn at 28 degrees. I'm not going to get too much into it in this forecast, because I will be posting a separate new moon in Capricorn forecast. However, this is a great time to seed new intentions that can flourish over the next 6 months when we have our full moon in Capricorn. So again, I will be posting a video going deeper into this energy and the chart, but check your own personal birth chart to see which house you have Capricorn, and that can show you the themes and topics that will be associated with these brand new beginnings. Now, we also have on the 18th, the Mercury-Mars conjunction. And so Mercury-Mars forming a conjunction in Capricorn, I love this for ambitions, it's very ambitious energy. So setting goals, because we have Mars bringing our drive, our will, that kind of motivational, let's get it type of energy. Mercury is our thought processing, our way of logically thinking. This could be very disciplined thinking. This is where we could put pen to paper. This is where we can, whatever thoughts and ideas we are receiving, we can put them in action. We have a lot of supportive energy on Sunday, really, with this Mercury-Mars conjunction in Capricorn to get things moving. So we don't want to waste any time. If you have anything that you're wanting to kind of get moving. All right, so I was so excited to post my very first weekly cosmic weather reports. I've been away for so long, but I am really looking forward to connecting with all of you and growing on my brand new YouTube channel. And I will be posting regularly with my weekly cosmic weather reports, monthly horoscopes, full moon and new moon forecasts, and much, much more. So make sure you subscribe if you align with my energy and enjoy my content. And I will connect with you all later.